children are dying and mothers are crying. So what we got to do, we got to keep united and showing love to one another, especially to all y'all youngsters.
All right, y'all, it's your boy Ro B, man. I'm here, San Francisco, 6th Street and Folsom, and we're right here, Gene Rec Center. I know some of y'all been here, if you've been to the Bay, and if you're from the Bay, you've definitely been here. But right now I'm here with someone who makes a difference in people's lives, who definitely makes a difference just, you know, for everyone out there. And I'm here with my man, Rudy Corpuz, United Playaz in the building. So, you know, I gotta ask you first, how did you start the United Playaz?
Back in 1994 at Balboa High School, there was a lot of tension going on. And what I mean by that, it was racial wars going on between blacks and browns and everybody who was there. And I so happened to be working there at that time. And when I did, you know, I came into it, it was like somebody needed to do something. I said to myself, you know, somebody has to intervene and do something about this. So I got people from both sides of the gun. Anytime you have war and you want truce, you got to bring people together, man, to figure it out. Because men talk. That's how we handle our business. So I got some of the Pinoys who was involved in it, because I'm Pinoy, 110% with no cut, feel me? And then I had got a brother, his name was Andre Alexander, who had got the brothers, who had got the African Americans. So we sat at the table and we broke bread and we talked about what can we do to curb this violence and get a truce at Balboa High School. So we sat down and we had, you know, dialogue, and they came up with simple solutions, which was just somebody to listen to them. You know, some activities, some sports, some talent shows, something, man, that would go around what was going, you know, that was happening there other than just violence, the fight. So we made it happen. It was nothing.
If you look in this room right now, you know what I mean? And you look around and you see the different faces in here, that's what makes us so unique, is that we have so many different nationalities and different backgrounds and cultures. That's why we're effective. And if you is a racist, you know what I mean, you gotta reevaluate what you doing in here. Because we ain't about that, huh? Straight up.
And it was effective, it worked. It was communication and dialogue, and from that point on, they wanted to name our program. I said, I gave the power to the people. I said, what do you guys feel y'all want this to be named? And they came up with the concept, United Playaz.
Now, United Playaz, you guys have been doing this, you've been banging strong, 15 years. Now, tell the people out there some of the programs that you guys are doing for the community.
I think what some of the most effective things that we're doing is that we're dealing with little elementary school kids. All the way from the elementaries to the penitentiary, we're dealing with everybody in between. But I think, like I said earlier, whoever controls the mind of the kids controls the future. And right now, it's ugly out here on the streets. With the kids, what they hearing, what they seeing, what they dealing with is on a magnitude where it's death. It's a death culture.
And you were telling me, you know, like there's a lot of success stories within United Playaz. And just speak on, you know, some of the people that you recruited and some of the people that's been through here.
All those dudes, man, there was dudes who was out there who was doing it real wild though, you know, notoriously. But now they made transition because they figure out how to become, you know, and understand to be a man and give back to your community.
Regardless of what nationality or your age or your gender, we here together.
I know you guys got a gang of chapters. I know it's not just Frisco. I know it's out there. I know it's New York as well. Sure. So, you know, shout out some of the people out there.
Yeah, straight up, man. I want to get bulletproof shots out there, man. United Playaz is worldwide. On the other side of the pond in Oakland, y'all know you is. And out there, man, in New York, the boogie down Bronx, straight bulletproof shot. And Teflon shots to all y'all haters out there, man, who ain't trying to roll with us. You feel me?
All right, so I got to ask you, Rudy, United Playaz. What makes United Playaz so important? And what's going on in these streets right now?
That's a good question. I think if you look at the situation that's going on, not only in our cities, but worldwide, you know, especially in inner cities, you got gentrification going on. You got poverty going on. You got homicide, violence, murders, all at a high rate. You know what I mean? Just because you see it on the papers or you hear it on the news, it's this many murders. That's, you know, that's not true. The reality is what we see on the streets and what we hear on the street is ugly.
You may see there's like 43 murders that's happening right now, but there's been on probably 175 shootings. You know, and they don't put that down there, but that's a reality.
You know what I mean? There's so many guns out here on the streets. I'm talking about war weapons, AK-47s, you know, AR-15s, that little kids that's 12, 13 years old that's running around, knowing how to pull the trigger but don't know how to aim. You know what I mean? You got, man, people, man, who's living on the streets. You got people living in cars, you know, and it's so ugly out here, and with depression going on, with this economic, it's only gonna get worse.
So for all these kids watching right now, or these adults watching right now, what do you want to tell these kids that are just, you know, watching, and maybe they want to reach out? Maybe they want to, you know, get in touch with Rudy and United Playaz.
For www.unitedplayaz, spelled PLAYAZSUC.org. There you go. If you want to be a part of the solution, not part of the problem, man, you get with us, man. That's what's up, man. It's United Playaz.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's what's up, man. Rudy, I want to thank you.
It's all love, Daddy.
Man, and you know, you're doing, like I said, man, you're doing it real big. You're doing it for the community. You know, I appreciate it, and everyone appreciates it. And you know, we definitely gonna talk to the rest of United Playaz, and you know, we gonna get their story too, man.
Most definitely, man.
All right, y'all, don't touch nothing. This is how we do. Built from scratch. We'll be right back, all right?